na mgbe anyị mechara n'obodo a na-ala obodo ekwensu bụ uzu ga na-amaji
ise
ndị iro ga-anọ n'ọsọ
ise
ndị ọjọọ ga-anọ n'ọsọ
ise
ndị na-agwọ nsị ga-anọ n'ọsọ
ise
ndị okwu asị ga-anọ n'ọsọ
ise
eziokwu Chineke ga-apụta ihe
ise
ọnya ka a na-arịọ ugbu a na ruo mgbe niile ebido
ise wakọdị onye isi ndewo.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you be notified each time I upload a video. You will.
Hello, ITV.
Go.
See, bring that your camera, that your phone down. Bring it down. Hey, your phone.
Okay, as you are aware, he was adopted in Kenya on the death of now gone without a friend as the council in the matter. So I'm called as the manager here. So like today, we was up in court. Though I insisted to find out from the institution why he was not in court, which I made a report. But we understand the position of the court starts today. So that apparently is the reason why we are not in court. So that is today. So the court said we fear from CJ to enable him to proceed during this vacation. So that has been resolved. We are going to initiate a communication to CJ to ensure that Fiat is going to lordship to continue trying during this vacation. So as we are aware, I've mentioned it upstairs. Nnamdi Kanu. Before 2021, we have Nnamdi Kanu 2015, who was abducted by DSS on the 14th of October 2015 in Lagos and brought before Abuja here, brought in Abuja here the 10th. He was taken to Magistrate Court and which granted him bail, and consequently brought before this court, Honorable Federal Court, which also granted him bail. And those bail orders granted by the court directing for his own conditional release were all fronted by security agents, by the DSS. So until we effectively and successfully challenge the 11 count charge preferred against him at the time by the federal government, and then 8 out of them we are struck out, remaining 3. So on the basis of those of the weakness of the strength of remaining allegations, the court granted him bail on the 5th of April 2027 and scheduled for the matter for hearing. Adjourned the case to October 17th for hearing, 2017 for hearing. So why are waiting for the time for him to be in court on October 17th for the trial to commence? His premises, ancestral home in Omaya, Afaro Omaya, was invaded by the military soldiers on the September 14th, during which blood invasion, over 28 persons were killed in his premises, and he manually escaped by sheer providence. Not unhurt, he was inflicted with injuries. So, and we have applications before this court for the court to intervene and also investigate the circumstance that led to the disappearance, an intervening event that occurred that led to him to be able to be in court and start the trial. So these applications are pending for the past 2 years before this court. Only for us to have up on 29th of June, that was brought to court. So, and we're ready to go on. So, but the fact is that the Nnamdi Kanu we are talking about today is person that was abducted in Kenya on July 19th. On June 19th, 2021, then torture, subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment and degradation, inflicted with grievous bodily harms, which is still in his body today. So after spending 8 days, after subjecting to all sorts of torture, then he was handed over to Nigerian security agents 8 days after. So on the 29th, they brought him to court. So what I'm saying is that we are talking about gross violation of Geneva Convention Protocol, which agreement Nigeria entered into in 2001. This is very fundamental because as far as we are concerned today, Nigerian image in international community has been damaged, has been bastardized by virtue of what has been taking place. We don't go to a foreign land and kidnap somebody. If the person has committed an offense known to law, you subject him through what they call extradition proceedings. Then the person will pass through the instead of smuggling here through what they call extraordinary rendition. But that's a very fundamental issue we're discussing before international court and the international community. Today we have various applications and correspondence with the African court, which is being championed by my colleagues Nig Govt, and also our foreign partners in UK and the US.
So as I speak, was the specific 3 orders issued by Justice Binta?
No, today the executive order, first of all, that you need an order from the CJ to proceed with trial. Then 2, that the detention authority, in this case the SSS, should give us access to our client. Because I complained about the way manner we see him. For the past 8 days we don't have see him. And only yesterday we had over the social media that has been taken away from Abuja. I complained to the court that he has been taken away from here. And we can't confirm his present state of health. So the court has to intervene and give directive to the detention authority that we should have access to him on specified dates within a week, which I may not mention to you. So, but that has been agreed, and we're going to see him anymore for now. So, and we have an application to get him transferred to Correctional Center Kuje prison, which was served on the federal government on 17th of July 2021. Only for on the 14th of July, yes, 2021. Only for us to ambush this money with the counterblade to that application. But we wouldn't want to go into the merit because the court is actually not ready to go with the proceeding today because of the fact that the commences today. So on the next adjourned date, we are going to have a bite of that. Thank you so much.
When is adjourned date?
Nnamdi Kanu, you've not seen Nnamdi Kanu. Do you have fears? What are your fears?
No, as I speak to you, we are aware that the international community is going on proceedings before this court. And they are aware that Nnamdi Kanu is in detention facility of the ESS. So if anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu today, the federal government, DSS, and all the authorities concerned should be held responsible by the international community. Because UK, US are in effective communication with our legal team as to what is happening in this case. I can confirm that to you today. As I speak to you now, I don't want to mention the international media organization who are following up this case, who are in this court today to cover what position of the court today. Thank you so much.
Is it true that your lawyers were arrested?
No, lawyer was arrested.
Okay, well,
what
members were also arrested. What's your view on that?
We have a situation whereby lawyers were chastised today, we are brutalized kind of. We were not allowed inside the court because we are suggesting the system we should trim down the number of lawyers. And you know this is an international case. This is a case that arose Igbo's interest and interest of responsible people. So every responsible person wants to know what's happening in this case. So and that has been resolved with the court today.
What of your IPOB members that were arrested this morning? Who came in there? Many of them were arrested.
We are going to confirm that. And we are aware many of them. I was just informed in court that many of them many people that came here were arrested. So and I'm urging the authority. I am urging the authority by this video to release those who were in court to witness proceedings of today. They were not violent. They were mainly here to witness proceedings of the court. And it's your constitutional right to be in court and witness proceedings of the court. If you are limiting, if you have a restriction to the number of people that will come to the court, we have no problem. But you can't not warrant to arresting them. Innocent and defenseless people. For civil trial. It was not because the trial hasn't commenced and there's no order for civil trial yet. There's no order for civil trial, which we are going to object if there's any order of succession. Thank you so much.
Your name, sir?
My name is Ifeanyi Ejiofor. I'm lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, sir. Well, my name is Nig Govt. I'm the special counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In addition to what my colleague, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, had said, I will briefly give you a rundown of the international dimensions of this matter. You have heard of the phrase, the long phrase, extraordinary rendition. It's not a make-up by lawyers. It's real. It's something that is in the statute books that Nigeria signed on to. And this was not the first time it has happened. It has happened before. Nigeria had attempted in the past to conduct extraordinary rendition of Mohammadu Buhari in 1984. The difference between that one and this one is that while that of Kanu succeeded, that of Mohammadu Buhari failed woefully. And it led to countervailing consequences. So extraordinary rendition doesn't draw only legal consequences. It draws political and diplomatic consequences. So in that of Mohammadu Buhari, it drew all kinds of consequences. Okay, 17 people were arrested. 4 out of those were convicted and sentenced to various terms of imprisonment, ranging from 6 years to 8 years. The other 13 were deported. The CEO of Nigerian Airways was merely arrested in the UK. He was lucky to have seen a very short fence that he jumped. Okay, and Nigeria was denied the subsequent request to extradite Diko and other people in Nigeria was interested in at the time. So, you know, and then Britain broke off diplomatic relations with Nigeria for 2 years. So I don't know why anybody thinks that the extraordinary rendition of Kanu would not have consequences. Of course it will have. It's an unfolding phenomenon. Unfolding. The political, the diplomatic, and the legal consequences are unfolding. And just as my colleague informed you, the international legal order has been triggered by a process I filed and perfected 4 days ago. So there is a triggering of the international legal order. Jurisdiction of Nigeria over this matter is no longer exclusive. You have multi-jurisdictional people coming in, centers coming into play here. So it's not something that there is a wiggle room for the country. And we have to cross that bridge before we get to the bridge of saying guilty or not guilty. You have to cross the bridge of this very horrendous conduct that Nigeria did towards Nnamdi Kanu.
Sir, about the absence of Nnamdi Kanu in court today.
Well, it surprised us. Nobody told us anything. We came here expecting to see him and everything. And the crowd that thronged here also expected to see him. So this is one of those draconian things that people are fighting against. You see, we don't want a nation that is turning to a police state, and this is what is roiling the citizens of Nigeria. And that protest, that dissent, is showing itself in various forms. It's showing itself in revolution now. It's showing itself in the agitation to have a separate state. It's showing itself in resource control. It's showing itself in NSAS. If you are not doing these things, you are not going to be having these negative reactions from your citizens. If you do the right thing, your citizens will be happy and they won't have any reason to dissent. Okay? So that's what's going on. And today, they prove themselves capable of continuing those things by arresting innocent people that came to express solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu.
We're told by some people that Nnamdi Kanu was actually brought to this court premises, but he wasn't presented.
We didn't see him. We didn't see him. So if they brought him, they spirited him away. And what are they hiding? Because he can't take a trial. Issue in court today was that it was a bit of an irregular side, and it was a discretionary matter left to the DSS to decide when his lawyers could see him. But right now it's no longer discretionary. The court order has ensured that we're entitled to see him twice a week. So we.
What time is it?
Well, some afternoons and all that. Okay, all right.
Are you
Yes, we're happy, very happy. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. It's so sorry. Okay, any explanation? George Adro happy. George is Abiakowaria na ha carry along.
Ilelanya na dika oge aga na Chiguli ba na ụbọchị 20 na otu nke ọnwa Ọktoba.
Ọ gwago ha na a ga-akpọrọta ya and ọ gwago anyị sa anyị ji efe ya ka anyị make sure to assure ourselves na ọ dị mma.
Maka ikpe ụfọdụ na-egbegasị na mba ofesi banyere okwu a. Kedu otu ndị
Obido 4 days ago, emesịa unu ga-afụ the details. Anyị ga-eme press release on that.
Na njikere na oge afụzi ya dịka ekwuo na ọkaikpe nye ikike dị n'ofe ya anya.
Anyị ga-afụ ya this week.
Sir, unabakwa mbọ ka ebupu Nnamdi Kanu from DSS to prison.
Anyị na-agba mbọ nke a.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Dalu.
As you can see, we just finished speaking with the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am going over to.
They drove me back here. Fire was still on. I tried to get into the place. They took me back again. I seized all my devices, but they've now returned them to me. I'm a free man, at least for now. And I'm going back also upstairs for case. As you can imagine, this continues. Nobody can
Thank you, sir. Let's see what is happening here. Okay. These are Biafrans who are Nig Govt.
Maybe I'm not getting away when I try to go.
You as a journalist supposed to go there.
No, I think they need to know. Just show everything as it take happen. Our journalists, no, I think they need to know. Just show them as it is. Just show them as it is. One house, one house. Oh, yes.
Now we pass this people. Now we pass. Biafrans are here live in solidarity for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, video.
It's impossible.
These are various Biafrans who come from different places in solidarity for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Please tell us your name and where you're coming from.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Eziogene Azino. I'm from Isoko. Isoko is in Biafra land. We are all Biafrans.
Thank you.
We are here for solidarity with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We came to show our solidarity. The Isoko, the Shekiri, the Robos, in fact, the coastal region entirely. We are in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the freedom of Biafrans for referendum. Because enough is enough. We need our freedom. In fact, they have not given us any reason why we should remain in one Nigeria. Everything that is happening, there has been no reason. We have to remain as Biafrans. Coastal region, the Akwa Ibom, the Epic and all that. We want our freedom. Therefore, we come here and stand in solidarity with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Please, what's your name again?
Okay, my name is Eziogene Azino. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Biafrans are here. They are here in solidarity of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafrans are here in solidarity of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Despite the restrictions by Nigerian government, Biafrans are still here. They are here. They defied the restrictions. This is the street of Biafra. Biafra is going. Biafra is going. Biafra is going.
Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are live and direct here.
Yeah, friends, this is where we are bringing it to an end. Thanks all for watching. Please share the video.